On January 10th, 2024, the first ever licensed DMC mobile game was released. I know there were DMC mobile games before, I'm just following what the marketing said. Fans were excited since they had to wait 7 years just for the game to release. Was it worth the wait? No, it was not worth the wait. Yeah, Peak of Combat might as well be called Peak of My Disappointment, because what the fuck happened here? Okay, let's start with the gameplay. Maybe that's good. Okay, I have some thoughts, and all of them aren't positive. So first off, what the fuck? Remember the fast-paced, stylish combat that DMC fans loved? Well, guess what? Nebula Drew just annihilated that, replaced it with the worst fucking combat in Devil May Cry history. In the original games, you have numerous weapons you can do ultra-stylish combos with, but in Peak of Combat, you are only limited to one weapon only. The game just takes all the characters' moveset from them and then put them into different versions of that character. And guess how you get those versions of those characters? You get them via gacha system. You literally get them via fucking gacha system. So yeah, you want to do a stylish combo with Dante with all his moves? Guess what? You have to pull 1,000 fucking times in order to unlock one character. Maybe you'll get the wrong one. Then we have the microtransactions. So yeah, the game is shit. No surprise there. Man, if only there was a game that played like Devil May Cry and had actually a good gacha system. Huh, only a man can dream. Oh, wait a minute. If you guys don't know, I fucking love punishing Grey Raven. And honestly, what's not to love? With its fun, flashy, fast-paced combat, its generous gacha system, and its cool-ass character designs. It's a perfect mix. And the game's combat is also pretty cool. The game gives you 3 skills which are in 3 different colors, red, yellow, and blue. Use one, then the icon gets removed from the stack. And if you have 3 skills of the same color, then you do something called a 3-pin. A 3-pin gives you extra damage and more flashy versions of that skill. So this game requires some skill compared to most gacha games, since you have to figure out what skill you want to use or which one does more damage. And you also have a team of 3 characters, with each box being different colors. It may not look important, but it actually is, because the 3 colors are the same colors as the skills. If you do a 3-ping with, let's say, yellow, you can have someone who is on that yellow spot help you in the battle. Kind of like an assist in a fighting game. There's also a mechanic called the Matrix Mode. You activate this by perfectly dodging an attack, but you do have stamina, so you have to really perfectly time your dodges and not spam the dodge button over and over again. There's more stuff to talk about, and I haven't even talked about the story yet, but I don't want this to be a long video. So let's get to the gacha system. The gacha system is the most generous gacha system I've ever seen. The game has a pity system that guarantees you an S-rank character if you don't get one after 60 pulls. So if you want to get an S-rank character, you are bound to get them by doing 60 pulls or less.
I see this as an absolute win.
I forgot to add this in the script, but the characters also have very different movesets, so you don't really have to be stuck with just pressing the same buttons over and over again. Each character has very different and unique movesets. I know I've been blindly praising this game, and rightfully so, and you guys are probably wondering, Nick, what does this have to do with Devil May Cry? Well, believe it or not, this game is going to be having a collab with Devil May Cry 5. Yep, you heard me right. This game is going to have a collab with Devil May Cry, adding Dante and Virgil, and boy oh boy, they look majestic. And to make things better, both Ruben Langdon and Dan Southworth are going to be voicing Dante and Virgil in this collab. And to make things even more better, all of Dante's weapons in Devil May Cry 5 are in this game. But his weapons are more or less just movesets and are not stoppable. But still, they were still able to implement all of Dante's weapons into this game without having the need to put them into different characters. Take notes, Peak of Combat! So yeah, that's all I have to say. Punishing Grey Raven is one of the best gacha games I've ever played, and the fact that it was able to respect Dante and Virgil compared to the actual DMC mobile game is shocking, but hey, I welcome it. So thank you guys for watching. I've never really made a video like this before, but if you guys love it enough, maybe I'll make more. So like and subscribe and press that notification bell. And this is Nick, out. Bye.